What if I told you that your current financial situation isn't a result of how hard you work, but how you think? And what if I said that by shifting your mindset, you could make millions seem small and entirely achievable? In today's video, we're diving deep into the millionaire mindset for 2025, a transformative approach to unlocking wealth and abundance in this new era. I'll share with you the 7 key principles that have helped countless individuals break free from financial limitations and design the lives they've always dreamed of. These aren't just theories, they're actionable steps you can start implementing today. So, if you're ready to take control of your financial destiny, stay with me until the end. I'll even reveal a powerful technique that will completely change the way you see money and success. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments, what's your biggest financial goal for this year? Together, let's unlock the mindset of abundance. You were born rich. Yes, you heard that right. The potential for wealth and abundance has been within you since the day you took your first breath. But here's the challenge. Most people are stuck in a mindset of lack, believing that their circumstances, upbringing, or current financial situation define their future. That couldn't be further from the truth. The real issue isn't the lack of money. It's the programming we've received over the years that keeps us thinking small. Think about it. How many times have you heard phrases like, money doesn't grow on trees, or you have to work hard just to get by? These beliefs, repeated over and over, become ingrained in our subconscious, limiting what we believe is possible. But here's the truth. Your mind is your greatest asset. It has the power to create anything you desire. Let me give you an example. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to attract wealth effortlessly, while others struggle their entire lives? It's not because one group works harder or is luckier. It's because they think differently. Wealthy people understand that money is a tool, not a goal. They focus on opportunities, not obstacles. Bob Proctor famously said, "All the money you could ever want is already available to you. You just need to know how to earn it." This means the opportunities for wealth are all around you, but your mindset determines whether you see them or not. Imagine walking through a forest filled with fruit trees, but you've been told your whole life that the trees are bare. If you never bother to look up, you'll never see the fruit hanging right in front of you. That's how most people live their lives, blind to the abundance around them. So, how do you break free from this mindset of lack? It starts with setting a clear and bold financial goal. Think of something that excites you, maybe even scares you a little. A number that feels just out of reach, but still attainable if you really stretched yourself. Write it down. Yes, write it down on a small card and keep it with you at all times. Here's the key. Write it in the present tense, as if it's already happened. For example, I am so happy and grateful now that I earn $250,000 annually by December 31st, 2025. By doing this, you're not just setting a goal. You're giving your subconscious mind a clear instruction. Now, here's where the magic begins. Carry this card with you everywhere. Read it in the morning when you wake up. Read it during your lunch break. Read it before you go to bed at night. The more you repeat this goal to yourself, the more your mind begins to focus on it. Suddenly, you'll start noticing opportunities you didn't see before. Ideas will come to you seemingly out of nowhere. People will show up in your life who can help you move closer to your goal. This isn't just theory, it's how your mind works. Your mind is like a magnet, constantly attracting experiences that match the energy of your dominant thoughts. When you focus on abundance, you'll begin to attract opportunities, ideas, and resources to make it a reality. But if you stay stuck thinking about what you don't have, you'll only see more reasons to stay in that place. I want you to try this exercise starting today. Write your financial goal on a card, carry it with you, and commit to reading it several times a day. It may feel strange at first, but trust the process. Over time, you'll start to feel a shift, not just in how you think about money, but in the results you see in your life. Remember, you were born rich. The question is, will you choose to embrace that potential and create the life of abundance you truly deserve? Most people let their current results dictate their lives. They look at their bank account, their job title, or their current circumstances and think, this is just the way things are. But here's the thing. If you allow your results to control your actions, you're giving up your power to change them. A millionaire mindset flips this equation. Instead of letting results control you, you take control of your results. Let me explain with an example. Imagine someone who wants to get in shape. They look in the mirror and see the reflection of their current habits: poor diet, lack of exercise, and inconsistency. If they allow that reflection to define their actions, they might think, "Why bother? I'm so far behind already." But the truth is, the person they see in the mirror is simply the result of past decisions. If they start focusing on a new vision, a healthier, stronger version of themselves, they can begin to take steps toward that goal. The same principle applies to your finances. If you're letting your current results, like debt or a low income, dictate your mindset, you're stuck in a loop. Your results are simply a mirror of your past thoughts and actions. They don't define what's possible for your future. Instead of asking, "Why am I stuck?" start asking, "What can I do to move forward?" This simple shift in focus is the first step toward taking back control. Let's look at how this works in real life. Bob Proctor often talked about how he was drowning in debt, earning just $4,000 a year and owing $6,000. He could have let those numbers paralyze him, but instead, he focused on creating new results. He made a conscious decision to stop fixating on his debt and start thinking about how he could earn more money. That shift in focus led to opportunities he couldn't have imagined: cleaning offices, earning contracts, and eventually building a business that made him millions. Here's what you need to remember. Your current results are a snapshot of your past, not a predictor of your future. But to change them, you must first change how you think about them. Most people look at their results and feel stuck. They say things like, "This is all I've ever known," or "I can't imagine earning more than this." But that's just the paradigm, the mental programming, speaking. You have the power to rewrite that script, starting right now. Here's a practical exercise you can try today. Take a piece of paper and write down 2 lists. On one side, write down the results you're unhappy with. Things like, "I don't save enough money," or "I'm stuck in a job I don't love." On the other side, write the results you want to see. Specific goals like, "I save $1,000 a month," or "I earn $10,000 a month doing work I enjoy." Then, make a conscious decision to focus on the second list. Every time you catch yourself thinking about your current results, redirect your attention to the future you're working toward. The key is to take back your power. Results don't control you, you control them. By shifting your focus and taking consistent action, you'll start seeing the kind of results that reflect the life you truly want. Remember, you're not stuck, you're in control. The question is, are you ready to take the wheel? If you don't know where you're going, how will you ever get there? This question highlights one of the most overlooked truths about success. Without clear, specific goals, your mind has nothing to focus on. It's like getting in your car without knowing your destination. You'll drive around aimlessly, wasting time and energy, and likely end up frustrated. But when you set a specific goal, you give your mind a clear target, and that's when the magic happens. One of the most important steps in developing a millionaire mindset is learning to set specific, tangible goals. Saying, "I want to be rich," isn't enough. It's too vague. Your subconscious mind can't act on something that lacks clarity. Instead, you need to define exactly what rich means to you. Is it earning $250,000 annually? Is it building a $5 million investment portfolio? Is it paying off all your debts and buying your dream home? Whatever it is, you must be specific. Here's why specificity matters. Your mind works like a GPS. It needs precise coordinates to guide you. If you punch "somewhere nice" into a GPS, it won't take you anywhere. But if you enter an exact address, it will calculate the best route. Your mind operates the same way. When you define a goal in detail, your subconscious mind begins working behind the scenes to find opportunities, resources, and solutions to get you there. Let me share a story to illustrate this. Bob Proctor once set a goal to earn $25,000, a seemingly impossible amount for him at the time. He was earning $4,000 a year and drowning in debt. But instead of focusing on what he didn't have, he wrote his goal on a card. "I am so happy and grateful now that I earned $25,000. He carried that card with him everywhere and read it several times a day. At first, it felt ridiculous. He didn't believe it was possible. But over time, something shifted. By repeatedly focusing on that goal, his mind began to see opportunities he hadn't noticed before. He started cleaning floors, which led to more contracts, and within a year, he had exceeded his original goal. The lesson here is simple. Specificity leads to focus, and focus leads to action. But it's not just about writing a goal down. It's about engaging with it emotionally. When you think about your goal, how does it feel? Does it excite you? Does it scare you a little? That emotional connection is crucial because your subconscious mind responds to emotion more than logic. Here's how you can start setting specific goals today. Take out a piece of paper or a notebook and write down your financial goal in the present tense, as if it's already achieved. For example, I am so happy and grateful now that I earn $10,000 a month by December 31st, 2025. Make sure your goal is clear, measurable, and tied to a specific date. Then, carry that statement with you. Write it on a card or save it on your phone, and read it every morning, afternoon, and night. The repetition of this practice is powerful. At first, your mind may resist. It will say, "This isn't possible. I've never earned that much before." But over time, you'll notice a shift. You'll start seeing possibilities where you once saw obstacles. Your thoughts will align with your goal, and your actions will follow suit. Another crucial point is to make your goal stretch you. If the goal is too easy, it won't inspire you to grow. But if it's too unrealistic, you won't believe it, and your mind will reject it. Find the sweet spot, something that feels exciting yet attainable with effort. Lastly, surround yourself with reminders of your goal. Create a vision board with images that represent your dream lifestyle. Set your phone background to a picture of something you're working toward, like a dream home or a luxury car. These visual cues reinforce your focus and keep your goal at the forefront of your mind. Remember, the power of specific goals lies in their ability to direct your energy and attention. When you know exactly what you want, you can take the steps necessary to achieve it. So ask yourself, what's your financial goal for this year? Write it down, get specific, and start working toward it today. The clearer your goal, the faster you'll get there. Your paradigm is the invisible script running in your mind that controls nearly every result in your life. It's your mental programming, built from years of repetition, beliefs, and experiences. Here's the truth. No matter how much you want to change, if your paradigm stays the same, your results will too. This is why so many people set goals, take action, and still end up right back where they started. To truly transform your life, you must first change your paradigm. Think of your paradigm as the software in a computer. If the software has a bug, it doesn't matter how great the hardware is. The computer won't perform at its best. Similarly, if your mind is programmed with limiting beliefs about money, success, or your own potential, you'll keep hitting the same roadblocks, no matter how hard you work. For example, if you were taught growing up that money is the root of all evil, or rich people are greedy, those beliefs will subconsciously block you from pursuing or accepting wealth. Here's the good news. Just like software can be updated, your paradigm can be reprogrammed. But how do you do it? The same way it was created, through repetition. Think about it. Most of your beliefs were formed by hearing the same messages over and over, especially as a child. To change those beliefs, you need to replace them with empowering ones and reinforce them consistently. Let's say your current paradigm makes you believe that earning $100,000 a year is the most you're capable of. To break free from that limitation, you need to plant a new belief in your subconscious. Start by affirming a new financial goal in the present tense, such as, "I am so happy and grateful now that I earn $250,000 annually." Write it down, say it out loud daily, and visualize yourself living that reality. At first, it might feel strange or unbelievable, but that's your old paradigm resisting the change. Repetition is key here. The more you repeat these new beliefs, the more your subconscious accepts them as true. Over time, your actions will start aligning with your new paradigm. You'll begin noticing opportunities, taking bigger risks, and achieving results that seemed impossible before. Another powerful way to change your paradigm is to surround yourself with people who already have the results you want. Your environment plays a huge role in shaping your beliefs. If you spend time with people who see money as abundant and opportunities as limitless, their mindset will naturally influence yours. On the other hand, if you stay around people who complain about their financial struggles or believe success is out of reach, it will reinforce your current limitations. Take a moment to reflect. What beliefs are holding you back right now? Maybe you think you're not smart enough, experienced enough, or lucky enough to achieve financial freedom. These are just paradigms, stories you've been telling yourself. They're not facts. The only thing keeping them alive is your belief in them. To shift your paradigm, commit to replacing those stories with new ones. Write down 3 empowering beliefs about money and success and repeat them every day. For example, I am capable of creating wealth. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. I attract opportunities that align with my goals. Over time, these affirmations will become part of your new paradigm. Remember, your paradigm is not permanent. It's simply a collection of habits and beliefs that can be changed with consistent effort. The moment you take control of your paradigm, you take control of your life. So, ask yourself, are you ready to let go of your old programming and step into a new reality? The choice is yours, and it starts right now. When most people hear the word million, they imagine an enormous, almost unreachable amount of money. But here's the truth. $1 million isn't as big as you think. In fact, when you break it down, you'll realize that it's entirely achievable, and thinking this way is a key step to developing a millionaire mindset. Let's start by doing some simple math. $1 million a year breaks down to about $83,333 a month. Divide that further, and it's roughly $20,833 a week. And if you go even smaller, it's just under $3,000 a day. Now, I know what you're thinking. That still sounds like a lot. But the point isn't to intimidate you with numbers. It's to show you that earning $1 million is simply about breaking it into smaller, manageable goals. Here's an example. Let's say you run a business or side hustle. If you create a product or service that generates $100 in profit, you only need to sell 30 of those products a day to hit $3,000 daily. That's it. And once you hit $3,000 a day, you're on track to earn over $1 million in a year. When you look at it this way, the number becomes less intimidating and more realistic. This is the magic of numbers. By breaking a big goal into smaller chunks, you reduce the mental resistance that comes from seeing it as too big. Your mind works better when it's focused on achievable, incremental steps rather than overwhelming goals. And the more you play with numbers like this, the more you'll reprogram your mind to see money differently. When Bob Proctor was building his wealth, he would spend hours on planes with a calculator, breaking down different ways to earn $1 million. He wasn't just doing math. He was rewiring his brain to see money as manageable and attainable. He realized that people who earn millions don't see it as a massive goal. They see it as a collection of smaller wins. Here's an exercise you can try. Grab a calculator and start breaking down your financial goals. If your goal is $1 million a year, figure out what that looks like monthly, weekly, and daily. Then, think about ways you could earn that amount. Could you create a new product, offer a service, or invest in a high-yield opportunity? The goal here isn't just to do math. It's to train your brain to think in terms of possibilities rather than limitations. The next step is to start believing that millions aren't a lot. Wealthy people understand that money is a tool, not an overwhelming obstacle. They don't think, I could never make that much. Instead, they ask, how can I create value that generates that kind of income? It's a simple shift in perspective, but it makes all the difference. As you practice breaking down numbers, you'll start to see opportunities everywhere. Maybe it's launching an online course, creating a subscription service, or developing a passive income stream. Whatever it is, the point is to take consistent action toward those smaller goals, knowing that they will add up to something much bigger. Remember, the only thing making millions feel out of reach is your perception. When you see $1 million as a collection of smaller, achievable steps, it stops being overwhelming and starts feeling possible. So, grab your calculator, break it down, and begin shifting the way you see money. Because once you make $1 million look small, achieving it becomes inevitable. If there's one thing most millionaires have in common, it's this. They don't rely on a single source of income. They understand that wealth isn't built by putting all your eggs in one basket. Instead, they create multiple streams of income, which not only increase their earning potential, but also protect them from financial instability. Think of it like a river flowing into different tributaries. When one slows down, the others keep flowing. This is the foundation of financial freedom. Now, let's break this down. Most people rely on one paycheck from one job to cover all their expenses. But what happens if that job is lost or the company downsizes? That single stream dries up and they're left scrambling. Millionaires, on the other hand, think differently. They ask themselves, how can I diversify my income so that I'm never dependent on one source? This mindset is the difference between surviving and thriving. Let's take a closer look at how this works. Imagine you're earning $50,000 a year from your full-time job. That's your primary source of income. Now, what if you started a side hustle that brought in an extra $1,000 a month? That's $12,000 a year added to your total income. Then, let's say you invest in a rental property that generates $500 a month in passive income. That's another $6,000 annually. Add these streams together, and suddenly you've gone from earning $50,000 to $68,000 a year without quitting your job. This is how wealth is built, one stream at a time. Each additional income source brings you closer to financial independence. And the best part? You don't need to start with a massive investment or a groundbreaking idea. Many income streams can begin small and grow over time. And if you've ever wondered why some people make a lot of money easily, while you, even with so much sacrifice, study, and dedication, can't prosper? If you want to discover the secrets that helped me unlock my mind and go from debt to millionaire in less than 1 year, I have something amazing for you. In my new book, Rich Mind, I'm going to show you that getting rich is easy and that what's really difficult is convincing yourself of it. If you want to put an end, once and for all, to your hidden enemies who sabotage your success and unlock your mind to make money towards the life you deserve, I will leave the official link for you to download the Rich Mind ebook here in the description and in the first comment pinned to this video. Dare to think differently. Let's continue. Here are a few examples of income streams you can consider. Active income. This is income you earn through direct effort, like a side business, freelancing, or consulting. If you have a skill, such as writing, graphic design, or coaching, you can monetize it by offering your services online. Passive income. This is money earned with little ongoing effort, like renting out property, investing in dividend-paying stocks, or creating digital products that sell automatically. Passive income is a game changer because it works for you even when you're not actively working. Portfolio income. This includes income from investments like stocks, bonds, or mutual funds. The key here is to let your money grow over time through compounding. The secret to making this work is starting where you are. You don't need to have everything figured out or a huge amount of capital to begin. The first step is to identify one additional income stream you can create with the resources and skills you already have. Maybe you start a small Etsy shop, tutor students online, or rent out a spare room on Airbnb. These small actions can lead to significant results over time. It's also important to think long-term. Building multiple streams of income doesn't happen overnight. It requires consistent effort, patience, and a willingness to learn. But the rewards are worth it. Over time, your streams will grow, and you'll find yourself in a position where you're no longer reliant on a single paycheck. Another critical factor is reinvesting a portion of your income into new opportunities. For example, if your side hustle generates $500 a month, don't spend all of it. Use part of that money to invest in courses, tools, or resources that can help you grow your other income streams. This creates a snowball effect where your income streams begin to feed into each other, multiplying your wealth. Finally, surround yourself with people who think like this. If you're constantly around people who believe one job is the only way to earn money, it's easy to adopt that mindset. But if you spend time with entrepreneurs, investors, and creative thinkers, their ideas will inspire you to think bigger and take action. The bottom line is this: building multiple streams of income isn't just a strategy, it's a mindset. It's about thinking beyond your primary job and exploring new ways to create value. The more streams you create, the closer you'll get to true financial freedom. So, ask yourself, what's one income stream you can start building today? Take action, and remember, every stream starts small but has the potential to grow into a river of abundance. One of the most overlooked principles of wealth creation is this: to receive something new, you must first let go of what no longer serves you. This is called the vacuum law of prosperity, and it's a game changer when it comes to attracting abundance. Think of it this way: if your hands are full, how can you pick up something new? You need to make space before you can receive. This principle applies to every area of life, especially your finances and mindset. Many people hold on tightly to jobs, habits, or beliefs that don't align with their goals because they're afraid of the unknown. They stay in a job they dislike, thinking, at least it's secure, or cling to the idea that I'll wait until I have something better before I let go. But the truth is, you can't attract something better into a space that's already occupied. Here's an example. Imagine your closet is filled with clothes you never wear. It's stuffed to the brim, and yet you keep telling yourself you'd like a new wardrobe. Until you clear out the old clothes, there's no room for the new ones. The same applies to money and success. If you're holding on to old ideas about scarcity, fear of failure, or even a job that limits you, you're blocking the flow of new opportunities into your life. Let's take this a step further. Have you ever heard the phrase, nature abhors a vacuum? It means that empty spaces will always be filled. When you release something, you create a vacuum that naturally attracts something new. So, if you let go of a limiting belief, like, I'm not good with money, you create space for a new, empowering belief to take its place. If you leave a job that drains you, you create space for a new opportunity to align with your goals. Here's a practical exercise to apply this principle. Take some time to reflect on areas of your life where you feel stuck. Is there a habit, belief, or situation that no longer serves you? Write it down and make a commitment to release it. Maybe it's canceling a subscription you don't use, decluttering your workspace, or even having a conversation about leaving a role that's holding you back. Once you release what's no longer serving you, you'll notice new opportunities flowing into that space. Remember, abundance can't flow into a cluttered life. The more space you create, the more you allow wealth, ideas, and opportunities to find you. So, ask yourself, what are you holding on to that's blocking your abundance? Let it go, create space, and watch as new possibilities start to fill the void. Everything we've discussed today boils down to one simple truth. Your mindset shapes your reality. Whether it's understanding your innate potential, setting specific goals, breaking down the illusion of big money, building multiple income streams, or letting go of what holds you back, each principle is a stepping stone to creating the life you desire. But here's the catch. Knowing this isn't enough. Transformation only happens when knowledge turns into action. Think about this. How many times have you heard a great idea, felt inspired, and then did nothing about it? It happens to all of us. The difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck isn't talent, luck, or intelligence, it's execution. People who achieve their dreams take the first step even when they're scared or unsure. They move forward because they know that progress, not perfection, is what leads to success. So, what's your next step? Is it writing down a specific financial goal and carrying it with you? Is it taking the time to reflect on a limiting belief you need to release? Maybe it's exploring a new income stream, or simply starting to think differently about money. Whatever it is, commit to doing something today, right now, while the ideas are fresh in your mind. Here's an exercise to bring it all together. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine your life 1 year from now. Picture yourself living in abundance, your goals achieved, your confidence soaring, your finances flourishing. What does that version of you look like? How do they act? Now, open your eyes and realize this. That future starts with the decisions you make today. I want to leave you with one powerful thought. Wealth isn't reserved for a select few. It's not about luck, and it's not about where you start. It's about how you think, what you believe, and the actions you take consistently. You already have everything you need to create the life you want. It's just a matter of unlocking it. If today's video resonated with you, take a moment to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. And in the comments below, tell me, what's one action you're committing to today to start building your millionaire mindset? Remember, the journey to abundance starts with one decision. Make that decision now, and I'll see you in the next video.